Hey everyone, imagine this. You're in the middle of nowhere with spotty Wi-Fi, and you ask your phone a question. No cloud lag, no privacy worries, just instant, smart answers. That's the promise of Micro LLMs. While AI buzz has been all about massive models like GPT-4, a quieter revolution is unfolding. Developers are building tiny yet powerful language models that can run directly on devices, phones, wearables, even microcontrollers. In this video, we'll dive deep into what Micro LLMs are, how they work, and why they matter. We'll compare them to the giant LLMs you've heard of, explore real-world use cases, think IoT gadgets and personal assistants, and peek into the future of this technology. Buckle up. AI is getting personal. Let's start with a definition. Simply put, Micro LLMs, short for Micro Large Language Models, are scaled-down versions of the familiar large language models, LLMs. Unlike GPT-4 with its hundreds of billions of parameters, a Micro LLM might have tens of millions to a few billion parameters. They're precision-tuned for specific tasks or domains, which means they carry just enough knowledge to do their job well, without the overhead of massive, general-purpose models. Micro LLMs shine in constrained environments. For example, LNT Tech CEO describes them as smaller versions of LLMs, designed to operate within constrained environments, such as embedded systems or edge devices. In other words, these models are built to run on the kind of hardware inside your smartphone, IoT gadget, or even a car's onboard computer, rather than on a data center GPU. Because they're smaller, they need far less memory and compute power. One industry definition puts Micro LLMs at around 100 million parameters or less, which can still deliver expert-level performance on narrow tasks. Another perspective from a meta developer suggests a range up to around 10 billion parameters for Micro LLMs, but the key is they're orders of magnitude smaller than the biggest models. Quick analogy: if a standard LLM is like a high-end gaming PC, a Micro LLM is like the smartphone in your pocket. It has less raw power, but for many everyday tasks, it can do the job just fine. And it runs without needing an outlet nearby. Because Micro LLMs are so much smaller and focused, they often have domain-specific expertise. For instance, you might have a Micro LLM just for medical data analysis, or one that's an on-device coding assistant. They trade off broad knowledge and multi-purpose abilities for precision and efficiency in their niche. In practice, teams often fine-tune Micro LLMs on specialized datasets, so the model is very accurate for a particular use case. This means a Micro LLM can answer questions or generate text about its specialty with impressive accuracy, even though it wouldn't know much outside that domain. Our research has found several authoritative takes on this. For example, a Medium article points out that Micro LLMs are fine-tuned language models, focusing on domain-specific and task-specific needs, designed for edge environments like MCUs, phones, and browsers, typically in the 100 million to 10 billion parameter range. Similarly, a tech CEO noted that Micro LLMs are simply smaller versions of LLMs optimized for environments with limited hardware. In short, Micro LLMs are compact, efficient language models built for speed and low resource use. So why should we care about these tiny models? Because they unlock AI everywhere. Traditional LLMs have incredible abilities, but they come at a price. They need powerful GPUs, fast internet, and lots of energy. Micro LLMs tackle that head-on. Here's why they're a game changer.